So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Check 58.
Gino now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now Gino. And that is incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devon Achane with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10.
53, 53. 13 in.
Now a run. Here's the first round pick from April's draft. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And while their numbers for the season haven't been that great, they do have players capable of making plays, as we just saw there. Able to get in there and blow that play up. They're just looking for more of those types of plays throughout this game.
Throwing now is Gino. That one complete. It's tanked down. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Finish it. Tuesday.
Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
On 1st down, it's Genty. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here we go, hey, get ready to get set up. Good. 53.
Once again, it's Genty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Throwing is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a toss left for Achane. Touchdown, Jaguars! Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, as discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey, let's go. Check. Crash.
They'll go again with Genty. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Easy.
3rd and 2.
Now is Genty. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Jackson. This is caught by McMillan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
They'll roll him out right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I
think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
On the toss, here's Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Devon Achane.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going.
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Four receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
There we go, sit on. Read on, read. Finish on. Hey, see them all, see them all, see them all. Middle, middle. Hey, alone.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Ready. Hold. 13 next.
To throw is Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Trey Tucker, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing is Jackson.
short throw caught by Pitts.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches.
Nigga, good shit, bro. Good talk. Shit.
To make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was
Yeah,
also an
you gonna
example
pick that
of a
shit.
quarterback who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
39-yard gain on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Here's Jackson.
I'm trying to do what run this shit. He's got timeout like a motherfucker. My chain tired as hell.
The ball here is the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Forrest
And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Nah, you right. You right.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because
I know you see your boy get that pick, man. First play, first drive. Richardson.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Man, I hate when they have nigga all out of positions and shit.
The final shot here before break. Smith. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
So you a Raiders fan too? Oh, yeah. Me too.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Yeah.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
All right, no, you good.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. We want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well. And nearly lost a football there their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
13 next. Line. Hey!
Up the middle, it's Shinty. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go ahead, baby. Go. 300%. Hey, alone. Tuesday. Ours.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Middle. 13 next.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Run line. 300%. Hold on. Check 58. Tuesday right here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
49, flip her off, 49. You're gonna shot. Jay, go get him.
Throwing again is Smith. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Given 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Down to about the 45.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz
Good defense.
He goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken right around the 44. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 161 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, back to Achane. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
That is caught by Hunter. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Geno now to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Smith here, an audible at the line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Check 59, check 59, cover. So what's up?
The run straight ahead with Genti. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Nice. Hey, trio left. Hey, it's a clip. No ball.
Smith now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On the give, Genti. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, Tony. Come on. 39%. So what's up?
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15.
Makes the score Jaguars 38, Raiders 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Hold.
Now Gino. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Tuesday. Check 58. 13 next.
Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
George Pickens from 19 yards away. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Up the middle, Achane.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
195 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And Bears pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys are over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And at this stage in the fourth, they need to work this into the end